Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Way to Physics. I am Sandhya and now we will be solving part 3rd. Okay, so let's start. In this part, we will be solving question 31st to 45. Okay, so let's see. Question number 31. A particle of mass m is subjected to a potential V equals to this. The state with energy 4h cut omega is G for degenerate. The value of G is. Okay. Now you know that energy, it is given, the potential is what? This is of half m omega square x square plus half m omega square y square, right? For the harmonic potential, two-dimensional harmonic potential, it is given, right? Harmonic potential, that means potential of harmonic oscillator, right? Sorry, harmonic oscillator. Now you know that energy for harmonic oscillator for two dimension is what? Nx plus ny plus, first for nx is what? That is nx plus 1 by 2 h cut omega plus ny plus 1 by 2 h cut omega, right? Now in total it comes out to be nx plus ny plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 is 1 h cut omega, right? Because omega x is same, the x is vary from minus infinity to infinity and y is also there, okay, and xy is also same here. Now see the chances for nx plus, it says it should be 4 h cut omega. That means nx plus ny plus 1 equals to 4. That is nx plus ny equals to 4 minus 1, that is 3. Right? So this situation can be obtained in such ways that let be nx plus ny comes out to be 3. Right? So that should be across, if either this will be 2, this will be 1, and either this will be 2, this will be 1, this is 0 and 0, 3, right? The four such conditions are there. So that degeneracy is what? That is 4. Okay. So this is your answer. Now second one. A hydrogen atom is in the state given to us, psi is what? That is under root 8 by 21 psi 200 minus under root 3 by 7 psi 310 plus under root 4 by 21 psi 321, right? So according to this, now we have to find the average velocity of L square. You know that L square psi is what? That is eigenvalues L square, sorry, L into L plus 1 h cut square, right? This is the eigenvalues for this in psi form. Okay. Now L is what? That is psi is what in N, L, M condition. So for first L is 0, then for second L is 1. So that means psi L square is what? That is here root 3 by 7 whole square, right? And L is what here? That is 1. So that means 1 into 1 plus 1 h cut square plus here 2. Then it will be under root 4 by 21 whole square into twice plus 1 h cut square. That is 2 and this will be 6. That is 3 by 7 h cut square plus 4 into 6, that is 24 by 21 h cut square. So upon taking LCM here, it will be, that is, okay. So yes, this is root 3 by 7, that is 3 by 7. Okay, this will be 2 also, that is 6 here, right? So it will be, now taking LCM, it will be 18 plus 24 which comes out to be 42 by 21 h cut square, right? So I think 3 by 7, 4 by 21. Yes, it is as it is. Then it will be 3 by 7 as it is. Then yes, it is correct. Okay. Next one. A planet of mass m moves in circular orbit in gravitational potential, where k is a positive constant. The orbital angular momentum of planet is. Potential is given to us. Now this is what V effective here, right? Sorry, this is potential, and we know that V effective is what? That is potential plus L square by 2m r square, as this is conditions for circular, right? Now further, for circular orbit, we know that del V by del R must be equal to 0. Okay. So equating this, then it will be minus minus plus k by r square minus L square by m r cube. So upon equating this, we got L as under root m k r naught. Okay. So that matches your D option. This is the correct one. Now further, next question 34. The moment of inertia of rigid diatomic molecule A is 6 times that of another rigid diatomic molecule B. Means IA is what? 6 times of B. If the rotational energy of two molecules are equal, it says ERA equals to rotational energy of B, then corresponding values of J and JB. You know that rotational energy is what? That is h cut square upon 2I j plus 1. Okay. So according to this, equating h cut square upon 2IA ja into ja plus 1 must be equal to h cut square upon 2IB jb plus 1. Okay. So this will be IA is what? That is 6IB, that is 12 here. Further IB itself, then it get cancelled in this form, which is 6. Okay. So that means ja plus 1 must be equal to 6 times of jb plus 1, right? So equating, now check options in which situation it matches. If ja is true, then it will be 2 and 3, that is 6, but here jb is 1, then 1 and 2, 6 2 are 12, that is not equal. Okay. Now further, second option, ja 3, then it will be 12, but 1, then it will be 12. Yes, it is possible. Second, third one is what? 5 and 0. 0 can't be possible, so this is also not correct. Now checking D. 6, if this is 6, then it will be 42, but it will not be 12. It is for 12, then it not also not possible. So the remaining one is, that is, answer is what? Our B. Okay. Next one. The value of integral z square Ez plus 1 cos Ez plus 1 dz, right? So we have to add, we have to find the z minus z naught divided by r, which means radius is what? That is 4 and z naught is origin, at origin, right? So the circle is what? With this of radius 4 here. Okay. And this will be 4 iota. So let's count the pole, which is equate the denominator equal to 0. It should be Ez equals to minus 1, which is also equals to, that is, e raised to power plus minus 2n plus 1 pi iota. Okay. So upon matching, z is what? That is plus minus 2n plus 1 pi iota, that is z is upon putting I 1 and 0, and then plus minus iota 3 pi, and then plus minus iota 5 pi. Now see, pi is what? That is 3.14, right? So 3 into 3.14 cannot be in under 4 iota, right? So it is not outside the, it is also outside, but only iota pi is inside, right? Plus minus iota pi. So finding the residue for next one, finding the residue which is Ez z square divided by Ez plus 1. Now residue at z equals to plus iota pi. Okay. Then putting the value here which is iota pi whole square, further e raised to power iota pi plus 1, which is what cos pi. Now cos pi is what minus 1, then it will be of 0 form, right? So which will be, okay, plus 1 is also not there, right, because of integral here itself. That is, now further it will be, that is minus pi square by minus pi square iota pi, right, minus iota pi, and it will be minus 1, then it comes to be plus pi square. Okay, and residue at z equals to minus iota pi, then it will be minus iota pi whole square, itself again also pi square by e minus iota pi, right, because cos is even. Then 2 pi iota into residue of both, it will be 2 pi square further, which is 4 pi cube iota. So this is the answer that matches your option number C. Okay. Now next question. It says a ray of light inside region 1 in xy plane is incident at the semicircular boundary that carries no free charges. The electric field at the point r naught pi by 4 in a plane polar coordinates is this, which is given to us, that is minus 7 er minus 3 e pi. Okay, where these are the unit vectors, and emerging ray in region 2 has the field E2 parallel to x-axis. If E1 and E2 are dielectric constants of region 1 and region 2, then find the ratio of E2 by E1. Okay. Now you know that boundary conditions applying there, as it is the graph in this situation. This is what E with here, that is theta, right? And this is also that ray which is in here, and this will be in xy, which is theta, and it will be E2, right? So applying boundary conditions, which says boundary condition which says E1 equals to E2 tau, right? So that will be minus 3 is equals to, given to us, E1 E2 tau minus E2 sine of theta is what, which is pi by 4, right? So sine pi by 4 is what, root 2, that is minus 3, minus minus getting cancelled, then it will be 3 root 2 equals to E2, right? And D1n equals to D2n in second region, then it will be as charge free boundary due to charge free boundary. Okay, so further it will be 7 equals to sigma 2 E2n, where we have to find the ratio of sigma 2 by sigma 1, which is E2n by E2, that is 7. E2 is what, that is E2n is what, E2 sine pi by 4. So again it will be 7 root 2, right? Because of cos pi by 2, then it will be 7 root 2 E2, and E2 is what, that is 3 root 2. So that means it comes out to be, this is what, 3 root 2, that is E2 by E1 is what, that is 7 by 3, which is approximately 2.33. Okay. Next one. The solution of differential equation subject to the boundary conditions and is this. Okay. Now see solution to the given equation. We have given equation is d square y by dt square minus y equals to 0. Let trial equation, let equation be complementary function. Then d square minus 1 equals to 0. Then d must be equal to plus minus 1, right? Because d square is plus 1, then d will be plus minus 1. That is, y is what? It is a exponential in the form of t plus b e minus t. Now applying boundary condition, y for 0, put y equals to t equals to 0, then it will be a plus b equals to 1 here, right? So a plus b equals to 1. Then y tends to infinity is 0. Then et tends to infinity, that is here also infinity, but it can't be possible, right? Because of 0. So that means b is 0. B must be 0. As it tends to infinity, then it will be 1. So b is 0, then a definitely be 1, right? So according to this, then the option by putting values here, it will be a is 1 et and then b is 0. So that is, it is again. So now by this a is 1, then it will be equals to y is what? That is y, okay, y is what? That is e t, right? Now see, et can be written as cos t, cos of t plus s plus sine hyperbolic of t, right? Cos hyperbolic and then cos hyperbolic minus sine hyperbolic, because minus sine hyperbolic t. Okay, so next one, given that linear transformation of generalized coordinate and corresponding momentum given is q equals to q plus 4a p and p is what? That is q plus 2p. now for canonical transformation, देखो हमने पहले भी किया था ना क्वेश्चन, q p equals to 0. So according to definition, del q by del q plus into del p by del p minus del q by del p by del q must be equal to 1. सॉरी, ये 0 नहीं आएगा, ये 1 के इक्वल आएगा, है ना? तो डेफिनेशन हमारी ये बोलती है, ठीक है? अब देखो del q by del q वैल्यूज रख देते हैं, हम डायरेक्ट कर देते हैं तो इजी है. इसको करते हैं del q by del q मीन्स 1, राइट? 4p के तो कॉरेस्पॉन्डिंग 0 हो जाएगा और p के अक्रॉस 2 माइनस p के अक्रॉस 4a और pq के अक्रॉस 1, that is equal to 1, which is 4a equals to 2 minus 1, which is 1, that is a is what? 1 by 4. Okay, so which is equals to 0.25. Now next question, the value of magnetic field required to maintain non-relativistic protons of energy 1 MeV in a circular orbit of radius 100 nanometer is, right? Now see, kinetic energy is given to us, which is 1 mega electron volt. Okay, now putting half mv square equals to 1 into 10 raised to power 6 and then electron volt is 1.6 into 10 raised to power minus 9 joule, right? Now calculating V, this is given for protons, so V can be calculated by 10 raised to power 6 into, which is comes out to be 3.2, right? According to 2 multiplying 2 with 1.6, it will be 3.2 into 10 raised to power minus 13 divided by mass of proton is what? 1.67 into 10 raised to power minus 27. So it will comes out to be 1.3 into 10 raised to power 7 meter per second. Okay. Now for circular orbit, we know that QVB is equals to, that is centripetal force, which is mv square upon r, right? So B can be calculated, that is mv upon qr. So putting values here, mv you can calculate, mv is this. So upon solving this, we got it as 1.44 Tesla. Okay. Next one. For a system of two bosons, each of which can occupy any of the two energy level 0 and E, mean energy is. अब देखो बोसोन्स क्या होते हैं हमारे पास, इनडिस्टिंग्विशेबल, राइट। दैट इज अगर हमारे पास दो स्टेट्स हैं 0 और E, then it must be, say particle be A, then it will be in this situation or in this situation or either in this situation, right? So that means this is the situation and the total number of microstates are what? That is either it will be in e raised to power minus b into 0 plus e raised to power minus 2 beta e because of 2 plus 1 is in 0 and then 1 is in minus 0 plus e beta, right? So it will be beta into 0, right? So it will be 1 plus e minus beta e and then plus e minus 2 beta e, right? This is the total number of microstates. Now mean energy is what? That is minus del by del beta ln z, which is also can be written as minus 1 by z del z by del beta, right? So directly del z by del beta count कर लो. That will be minus e minus beta e माइनस 2e e माइनस 2 बीटा e, ठीक है। तो ये हमारे पास आएगा और इसको सॉल्व पुट करने के बाद देखो आपका ये ना इनमें ऑप्शंस गलत है, ठीक है। तो ये एग्जैक्ट आंसर क्या आएगा आपके पास, माइनस ऑफ दिस मीन्स ये आपका कितना बन जाएगा, माइनस 1 बाय जेड मल्टीप्लाई में आएगा ना, तो ये माइनस माइनस प्लस बन गया और अपॉन में जेड मतलब e माइनस 2 बीटा ई प्लस ई माइनस बीटा ई, ठीक है। तो ये आपका ऑप्शन करेक्ट होगा जो कि अभी इसमें मैच नहीं कर रहा है, ठीक है। तो ये बोनस क्वेश्चन था। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, इन एन इंटरफेस पैटर्न फॉर्म्ड बाय टू कोहेरेंट सोर्सेज द मैक्सिमा एंड मिनिमम ऑफ द इंटेंसिटीज आर 9 आई नॉट एंड आई नॉट रिस्पेक्टिवली। तो इंटेंसिटीज इंडिविजुअल वेव्स की क्या होंगी, देखो आई मैक्सिमम हमारे पास और आई मिनिमम, इसका रेशियो होता है इंटरफेरेंस में a माइनस बी अपॉन ए प्लस बी एंड देन a प्लस बी ए माइनस बी, ओके, होल स्क्वायर। तो ये हमें कितना गिवन है, 9 आई नॉट बाय आई नॉट रिस्पेक्टिवली। दैट मीन्स आई कितना बनेगा, a प्लस बी डिवाइडेड बाय ए माइनस बी इक्वल्स टू 3, प्लस माइनस 3 बोल सकते हैं। तो इस सिचुएशन में a प्लस बी अगर 3a माइनस 3b के इक्वल है, ठीक है, तो दैट मीन्स या तो आपका ये a बाई बी कितना बन रहा है 2/1, ठीक है। अगर a बाई बी 2/1 है तो हम i1 बाई i2 जो होता है a बाई बी होल स्क्वायर उसके लिए कैलकुलेट करेंगे तो दैट विल बी अंडर रूट 2/1 दैट इज 4, ओके, 4 आई नॉट के टर्म्स में होगा 4 आई नॉट बाई आई नॉट, दैट्स मीन दिस इज द बी ऑप्शन इज करेक्ट वन, ओके। नेक्स्ट वन देखो, psi1 and psi2 are two orthogonal states. It is given that this, where this is spin up and this is spin down. When the system in state psi2, its probability is to be in spin state. ठीक है, अब देखो psi1 हमारे पास क्या है, this is 1 by root 3 1 0 plus root 2 by 3 0 1, right? And psi2 can be written as in spin 1 up and spin down situation, right? Now this should be different, so that is orthogonal this situation, right? Because this is different. So according to this, c1 by root 3 plus c2 under root 2 by 3 must be equal to 0, right? Root 3 common, that is c1 must be equal to minus c2 root 2, okay. So according to this, by solving we can write it here, psi 2 is what? That is minus under root 2 by 3 plus 1 by root 3. This is, sorry, this is 0, 1, 0, and this will be 1 by root 3, 0, 1. Okay. Then accordingly इसके बाद प्रोबेबिलिटी बोलिए साइड 2 स्टेट में स्पिन अप की कितनी है ये? दैट विल बी 2 बाई 3 अंडर रूट 2 बाई 3 होल स्क्वायर, राइट? प्रोबेबिलिटी हमारे पास ये होगी, तो ये कितनी होगी? दैट इज 2 बाई 3 विच इज 0.66. ओके, अब देखो ये कैसे है, क्योंकि हमारे पास गिवन था ना, हमने यहाँ से C1 C2 निकाला है यहाँ से, ठीक है? C1 आपका माइनस रूट 2 C2 में आएगा, तो वहां से फैक्टर्स निकालोगे तो यही आएगा, ठीक है? रूट 2 की फॉर्म में आएगा और ये वाला ऐसे आएगा, क्योंकि फिर हम एलसीएम लेंगे, उसका नॉर्मलाइज करेंगे ना, तो ये चीजें आएंगी, ठीक है? नाउ फर्दर, न्यूट्रॉन्स मूविंग विद स्पीड 10 raised to power 3 meter per second are used for determination of crystal structure. If the Bragg angle for first order diffraction is 30 degree, the interplanar spacing of crystal is, right? Now you know that in this crystal structure lambda is what? That is h by p, which is further h by mv. Values रखो 6.6 into 10 raised to power minus 34. मास कितना गिवन है? That is, now further, मास कितना गिवन है? देखो बोला है न्यूट्रॉन्स के लिए, ठीक है? तो मास ऑफ न्यूट्रॉन होता है हमारे पास 1.6 into 10 raised to power minus 27, और स्पीड कितनी गिवन है? 10 raised to power 3. तो ये सॉल्व करने के बाद आपका आएगा 3.96 into 10 raised to power minus 10 मीटर, ठीक है? तो कितना हो गया आपके पास? 3.96 एंगस्ट्रॉन, नहीं ये 10 raised to power minus 10 है ना, तो minus 9 करेंगे, ओके जस्ट चेक, 34, ओके, तो ये हमारे पास आएगा एंगस्ट्रॉन के टर्म्स। वो 10 रेज़ टू पावर 9 हमारा नैनोमीटर होता है ना, ठीक है? तो अब हमारे पास ये वेवलेंथ आ गई। अब देखो हमें बोला है ब्रैग्स एंगल के लिए, तो ब्रैग्स एंगल के लिए सिचुएशन क्या होती है? n1 है हमारा, फर्स्ट ऑर्डर डायफ्रेक्शन है, और थीटा कितना है? 30 डिग्री, ठीक है? तो हमारे पास सिचुएशन होती है 2d साइन थीटा इक्वल्स टू n लैम्डा। n1 है, लैम्डा भी गिवन है, d हमें कैलकुलेट करना है, ठीक है? दैट विल बी 3.96 डिवाइड बाय 2, एंड साइन 30 इज व्हाट? दैट इज 1/2, दैट इज सेम एज इट इज आपका 3.96 एंगस्ट्रॉन आ जाएगा स्पेसिंग, ओके? नाउ नेक्स्ट वन, the Hamilton of particle of mass is given by this. Which one of the following figure describe the motion of particle in phase space? अब यहाँ पे देखो सब में एक ही वो बन रही है, बस हमें क्या है? एरोज का डिफरेंस है, राइट? अब एरोज में क्या होते हैं? जैसे जैसे पॉजिटिव की तरफ पी जाता है, ऐसे ऐसे आपका क्यू भी आपका पॉजिटिव की तरफ जाएगा, ठीक है? और नेगेटिव पी जाता है, दैट मीन्स इट विल बी क्यू टुवर्ड्स नेगेटिव। तो ये पॉजिटिव क्यू, पॉजिटिव पी, दिस विल बी द, now this will be come across negative, then it will be, which is your D option is correct one, okay? Now further, intensity of laser in free space is this, the corresponding amplitude of electric field of laser is, intensity कितनी given है आपको, which is mean of this into C is half epsilon naught E naught square C, okay? It is given to us 150, right? So according to this, the corresponding amplitude of electric field, now calculate electric field, which is under root 2I by epsilon naught C. Now by putting values here, 2 into 150 milli Weber per meter square, that 10 raised to power minus 3, right? Milli is there, okay? Now further, epsilon is what? That is 8.85 into 10 raised to power minus 12, and then it will be 3 into 10 raised to power 8. So upon solving this, we got E naught is what? That is 10.62 volt per meter, okay? So this is the answer. Now see, we have done up to 45th questions, okay? Now next part में हम next remaining 10 questions करते हैं, okay? तो बने रहिए, और I hope आप अच्छे से enjoy भी कर रहे हो इस सीरीज को और clearly कर रहे हो, okay? Thank you.